All right, here we are, day 2 of the April Junior Gold Tournament. This is the boys and girls and the U12, although the U12 finished up yesterday. This is their last qualifying event at Buffalo Lanes to get their spot at Junior Gold Nationals, which is in Indianapolis this year in July. We're just trying to finish up practice here. We got a couple more minutes. On lanes 7 and 8, right in front of you, you're going to have Isabel Hughes, who is your top seed, facing off against Evie Luke, the number 2 seed today. And on 9 and 10, right next to them, is Matthew Morgan, the top seed, and for the boys, facing off against the number 2 seed, Brian McLeod. We're going to have 8 games of match play. For each match win, you get 30 bonus pins. And today they are on Beijing. Beijing is a 35-foot pattern. So yesterday we were bowling on Tokyo, which is 43 feet. We're going to take 8 feet away, and we're now on Beijing. It's a big change for them. All right, here we go. Evie Loop's going to start us off on lane 7. Brian McLeod's going to start us off over on lane 10. Evie Loop comes up with a 5-7 as Brian McLeod comes in light, leaves the bucket, the 2-4-5-8. Evie takes out the 5 on that 5-7. But as I've said before, it's better to open in the first frame than open anywhere else. No penalty to opening in the first frame. Isabel throws her first frame. Looks good. Comes in a little flat. Leaves a 10 pin. Matt Morgan, the lefty, steps up on 9. Beautiful. Can't throw it any better than that. Isabel misses her 10 pin. She'll also open in the first frame. She'll step over to lane 7 for her second. Matt got that one a little wide. Comes in to the left of the head pin, leaves the 1-3-6. As Isabel strikes there, she didn't like it, but can't be too mad with a strike. Evie comes in light there again, leaving the 1-3-6-7. Matt misses left again, misses all 3 of those pins, so he'll open in his second frame. Evie throws at her split. Picks up 2 of the 5 pins. Brian McLeod strikes the conviction there. Evie comes up a little heavy there, leaves the 6 pin. Evie throws at her 6. Misses it to the left as Brian throws his ball. Ooh, nailed the pocket, but leaves a 10 pin. Isabel leaves a 7 there as Brian takes care of his 10 pin. Isabel covers that with ease. Great shot from Matt Morgan there. Isabel pulls that one, taking out the 4-7-8 on lane 7. Matt crosses over on lane 10, leaves a 4 pin. He's got the left lane figured out, but right lane's giving him a little bit of trouble. Isabel takes care of that big spare on lane 7. Evie goes to the nose. She seems a little lost right now. She leaves the 2-4-7. The big power from Brian McLeod. He comes up light. Leaves part of the bucket, the 2-4-5. Evie just misses on that convert. The 4 pin just wrapped right around the 7. Brian McLeod spares. Continues his trend of closed frames. Evie goes to the nose there, leaves the 2-4. Brian comes up light again on 10, leaves the 1-2-4-10 as Evie converts her spare. Evie's going to have a 45 in the 5th frame. Isabel buries the pocket there, puts them all in the pit. That puts her at 72 in the fifth, possible 92. And Brian McLeod with that open puts him at 68 in the fifth. Oh, Matt buries it on 9. Ball kept going, though. He had to trip the 9 pin out. But that's a strike for him as he continues his trend of strikes on the left lane as Isabel doubles. Evie goes to the nose, leaving me 4-7 as Matt misses again on the right lane. He leaves himself a tough split, the 4-6-10. Evie converts. Oh, he looked like he might have a chance. He just missed the 6. Only takes out the 10 pin, though. As Evie leaves the exact same thing she just left on lane 8, the 4-7. Man, Brian McLeod just nailed the pocket. It leaves the 8-10. Good shot there from Isabel. She comes in a little high, leaves the 6 pin. Big strike from Brian there, trying to get back in it. Matt trips the 7 for another strike on lane 9. 9 has given him no trouble. Isabel comes up a little light, leaving the 1-2-8. Matt misses left on lane 10, giving him a 1-3-9 to try and convert. As Isabel misses the head pin on that, that'll put her at 137 in the 8th. Evie pulls that one, hated it off her hand, but only leaves a 5-pin. As Matt misses left on his spare shot. He'll open there, putting him at 114 and 8th, opening the door for Brian. Brian goes to the nose there, but only leaves a 6. Evie converts. She'll step up on lane 7 for her 9th frame shot. Evie strikes. Great shot from Evie there. Her only strike of the game. That's the place you want it. The 9th frame. Big strike from Brian McLeod. As he sets up his 10th frame coming off a strike. Light mixer up for Isabel there. She strikes. No, Matthew Morgan tried to continue his strikes on the left lane, but leaves an 8-pin there. Isabel pulls her first ball in the 10th, leaving the 1-3-8. As Matthew Morgan converts in his 9th frame, he'll step up for his 10th over on 10. Matt changed balls for his first 10th frame shot on 10. He leaves the 1, 3, 4, 6, 10, 7, excuse me, not the 10. Isabel opens there. She finishes with a 163 in game 1. Evie has to double here to have a chance. She throws her first one. Matt opens in his 10th. He finishes with a 136. Brian needs at least a mark to beat Matt. He crushes the pocket, but can't get the carry. Leaves a 7. Great shot from Evie. She strikes. She'll win that match. Brian spares his shot as long as he doesn't put it in the gutter here, which I hope I don't jinx him. He'll win his match. Evie pulls that one 7 counts, but she wins that match. 167 to 163. Evie will get 30 bonus pins. Ryan strikes there. He goes through the nose, but still strikes. He wins his match 157 to 136. Again, Brian will also get 30 bonus spins. Still have 2 pairs finishing up game 1 out of our 8 games of match play. There is no stepladder finals. Whoever the highest pin getter today is will be the winner in the boys and girls. Waiting to see who we're going to have on the 2 TV pairs. Looks like for the boys, we're going to have Brian Levine versus Matthew Hannon on 9 and 10. All right, for the girls on 7 and 8, we got Hannah Williams throwing her first shot versus Ashley Morgan. Hannah Williams strikes for her first ring. Ashley Morgan steps up for her first shot. She comes in to the right, leaving the 1-2-4-7. It's Matthew Hannon left the 7 on 10, and he misses that 7. Ashley spares. She'll move over to 7 for her frame 2. This is Brian Levine steps up for his first shot. And he strikes, mixes it up. Ashley misses right again, leaving the same spare 1-2-4-7. Excuse me, the same pins. Brian Levine doubles to start off his match. Ashley just misses picking up the spare again. Leaves the 7 pin standing. Matthew Hannon comes in light. Lucky though, only leaves the 3 pin. Hannah tosses her second frame. She comes in light, gets a couple trips, gets herself a double. And Matthew converts his spare. All right, I got some scores. I'll go down all of them. First place right now for the boys is Cody McDaniel. Second place is Matthew Hannon. Third place, Brian Levine. Fourth place, Zachary Keene. Fifth place, Brian McLeod. Sixth place, Dalton Green. Seventh place, Matt Morgan. And rounding out the 8 is Zachary Sharp. I wanted to say top 8, but there's only 8, so that wouldn't make sense. All right, for the girls in first place right now, Erica Belcher. Second place, Evie Loop. Third place, Kendall Bigley. Fourth place, Isabel Hughes. Fifth place, Hannah Williams. Sixth place, Emma Stoll. Seventh place, Ashley Morgan. In 8th place, Alyssa Gunther. Ashley Morgan comes in light again, leaving the 2.45. Big strike for Brian Levine. He starts off with a turkey. Actually, just missed her spare there. Oh, Brian hits the pocket there, but comes in a little late, leaves a flat 10. Ashley hits the pocket as well, a little high, leaves a 6. Ashley converts. Matthew Hannon comes in a little heavy. Had the 6-7 standing, but tripped the 7. Hannah comes in high also, leaves the 6-pin. Matthew pulls a spare shot, misses that 6-pin. Hannah converts hers. Matthew misses way left on that one. Takes out the 4-7-8. Hannah comes in left. She leaves the 1-3-9. Matthew takes care of his spare, but Hannah misses hers. Opens the door a little bit for Ashley to get back in this game. That'll put Hannah at 92 in the 5th. And Matthew Hannon at a 64 in the 5th. Great shot there from Ashley. She strikes. Putting her at 63, possibly 83 in the 5th. Brian comes up a little high there. Leaves the 3-6-10. Another good shot from Ashley, but leaves a flat 10. Brian just misses converting his spare, misses the 3-pin. He'll open. That puts him at 105 in the fifth. Ashley misses her 10 pin. Tough miss there. Light hit for Brian. Leaves the 2-4. Hannah comes in left again, leaving the 1-3-6. Brian opens again, second open in a row. Definitely giving Matthew some room here. Good shot from Matthew, but leaves a 7. As Hannah goes for the nose, leaves a very tough split, 6-8. Good pickup for Hannon as Hannah attempts this split. Took out the 8. That's going to be an open for her. Putting Hannah Williams at 109 in the 7th. A little light for Ashley, leaving the 2-4. As Matthew comes in heavy, leaving the 4. Ashley takes care of her spare, and Matthew takes care of his as well. Great shot from Brian, trying to get back on track. Good shot from Ashley, hits the pocket, but leaves a flat 10. Oh, and Ashley pulls that one, missing that 10. That's going to put her at 109 in the 8th. Ryan Levine misses another spare. He had a 7 pin. And he'll take a 141 into the 9th frame. Spare pickup for Hannah Williams. Big strike for Matthew Hannon. Hannah Williams converts. Matthew Hannon goes to the nose on his ninth, doing the 4-7. Oh, tough break for Ashley. Came in a little high. Leaves the 4-9. Oh, Matthew just misses his spare. He really needed to hit that to keep the pressure on Brian. He'll have a 140 in the ninth. Oh, spare. Split conversion for Ashley Morgan there. Picked up the 4-9. Big strike for Brian. That puts him at 151, possibly 171 in the ninth. He'll step up for his 10th frame. Ashley gets that one really wide. Leaves the 178. Light hit for Brian on 10. Gonna have a 2-7 to throw at. Oh, Ashley almost converted. She opens. She'll finish with a 135. Which puts this away because Hannah Williams has a 137 in the ninth with possible 147. She strikes here. So Hannah Williams will already win this match, which she 9 counts, leaves a 7 pin. Brian Levine strikes on 10. He finishes with a 181, which puts his match away as well. Best Matthew Hannon can do is 170. So Hannah Williams finishes with a 165, beating Ashley Morgan with a 135. Hannah Williams will get those 30 bonus pins, putting that score at a 195. And overall 9 and 10. Brian Levine shoots 181, beating Matthew Hannon with a 149. And with Brian's bonus pins, that puts him at 211 for that game. Still have 2 more pairs finishing up. All right, here we go. Bowlers are moving to their new pair, and we'll get started in game 3 here shortly. All right, we're going to have Emma Stoll versus Erica Belcher on 7 and 8. And Cody McDaniel versus Zachary Sharp on 9 and 10. And Miss Stoll starts out with an open, chops her spare there. Cody McDaniel also starts out with an open. Erica Belcher will step up on lane 8 with Zachary Sharp stepping up on lane 10. Erica comes in to the right of the head pin, leaving the 1-2-8. Zachary Sharp goes to the nose, leaving the 3-6, 9-10. Erica converts. Zachary misses the 9 pin on his spare opportunity. Zachary goes left on that one, goes Brooklyn, leaves the 5. Brooklyn strike for Erica there. No, hits the pocket, but leaves a flat 10. Cody lines up for his shot on lane 10. Great shot there. He strikes. Ten-pin pickup for Emma Stoll. And Cody looks to get a double over on lane 9. He does. Beautiful. Emma goes through the nose on that one. Only leaves the 3-6. Zach comes in light over on 10. Looks like he made a ball change. Leaves the 1-2, 8-10. Good spare for Emma. Zach just misses his spare. He opens. Erica misses right again. Leaves the 1-2-7. Brooklyn strike for Zach Sharp. That'll bring Cody up. Erica misses her spare attempt. All right, got some scores. Start with the boys. Still in first place, Cody McDaniel with a commanding lead. Second place, Brian Levine. Third place, Matthew Hannon. Fourth place, Matthew Morgan. Fifth place, Zach Sharp, who was in last. He made a big jump. Sixth place, Brian McLeod. Seventh place, Zachary Keene. And in eighth place, Dalton Green. For the girls, first place still is Erica Belcher. Second place, Kendall Bigley. Third place, Hannah Williams. Fourth place, Emma Stoll. Fifth place, Evie Loop. Sixth place, Isabel Hughes. Seventh place, Ashley Morgan. And in eighth place, Alyssa Gunther. Again, if you have just joined us or joined us recently, this is the last time I announced what we're watching here. Although if you're watching, I assume you know what you're watching. We're on day 2 of the April Junior Gold qualifying tournament. This is the last qualifying tournament for these kids for the Junior Gold Nationals in July at Indianapolis. We're going to be bowling 8 games today. We're on game 3. All these games are match play. For each win is 30 bonus pins. Emma Stoll steps up for her spare attempt on lane 7. Oh, just misses it. Headpin wraps right around the 10. She opens. That'll put her at 71 in the 5th. Cody's got a 10 pin to shoot at over on 10. Nice convert for Cody. That puts him at 117, possibly 127 in the 6th. Good shot from Erica there. She strikes, putting her at 71, possible 91 in the 6th frame. As Cody goes through the nose, leaving the 4-6. Very tough split. Here goes Emma's ball down the lane. She misses right, leaves the 1-2-4-10. Oh, Cody had a chance of that. Gets the 4, goes right behind the 6. He has a 134 in the 7th frame. And Zach Sharp comes up light, leaving double wood, the 2-8. Emma comes up light again, leaving the 2-4-5-7. Zach converts his spare. Emma misses that. 2 goes right in front of the 4. Takes out the 7. And Zach leaves the bucket. 2-4-5-8 on lane 9. He misses his spare. That puts him at 129 in the 8th frame. Cody comes up light, leaving the 5 pin. Looks like a good shot from Erica. Comes in a little flat though, leaves a flat 10. Cody covers that 5 pin. Erica covers her 10 pin. That'll put her at 110 in the 8th, possible 120. Big strike for Cody. Over on 9. Puts him at 164 in the 9th. Possible 184. As Emma hits light, leaving the 2-4-5. Zachary comes up way right. Gets a little pin action though, leaves the 1-2. Oh man. Emma pulls that spare attempt. It's going to give her a score of 96 in the 8th. And Zach converts. He'll move over to lane 9 for his 10th frame. Zach trying to convert in the bucket. He does. He'll have one more shot in the 10th. Erica converts her spare. And she'll move over lane 7 and start her 10th frame. And she's got a 127, possibly 137 going into the 10th. And Zach 9 counts on his field ball. That'll put him at 165. Excuse me, 164. Cody, all he needs to do is hit a pin, and he will win this match. Looks good. Beautiful strike. As Erica converts her spare, she'll have one more ball in the 10th. Throws it good, leaves a 10 pin. That'll put her at 151. Cody comes up real light on his second shot in the 10th. It doesn't matter for this match, but definitely want to get all the pins you can. Keep that lead. Emma crosses over. She would have needed a double to have a chance. So Erica Belcher will win this match and get 30 bonus pins. Cody misses his spare there. He finishes with a 199. Sorry, I was waiting for the monitor to give it to me. I didn't want to mess up the math. So Cody McDaniel wins his match, 199 to Zachary Sharp's 164. And with Cody's 30 bonus pins, he'll have a 229 for that game, which should keep him in the lead, as he had a 93 pin lead after game 2 over second place. And over on 7 and 8, Erica Belcher won 151 to Emma Stoll's 124, giving Erica Belcher a 181. And depending on what the others do, Erica should keep the lead in the girls' division as well. All right, everybody's moving around. We'll get into game 4 here soon. Again, we're bowling 8 games today. We are going into game 4. All games are match play, 30 bonus pins to the winner of each match. And our top boy and top girl at the end of the day will be our champions. No stepladder finals, just straight match play. And if you want to bet on any of these kids today, you can go to buffalolanes.com/bets. I'm just kidding. Don't do that. You'll get an error page. Looks like we have Dalton Green versus Brian Levine on lanes 9 and 10, and Kendall Bigley versus Ashley Morgan on 7 and 8. Dalton Green throws his first frame. He strikes. And Kendall misses right. She leaves the 1-2-4. Big strike for Brian Levine as well. All right, I'm back. Had a little error there. Had to switch some scores around. She leaves the 1-2-10. Just misses that spare. It's the 1-2. Dalton strikes. That's a turkey for him to start the game. Brian Levine's coming off a strike. Then an 8 spare. Nice pickup for Ashley. As Brian comes in light on 10, leaving the 2-7. Ashley misses right, leaves the 1-2-4. Brian converts. Okay, we got scores. In the boys division, in first place still, Cody McDaniel, who has taken his lead to 109. Second place, Brian Levine. Third place, Matthew Hannon. Fourth place, Brian McLeod. 5, Zachary Keene. Sixth place, Zach Sharp. Seventh place, Matthew Morgan. And in eighth place, Dalton Green. Down in our girls division, in first place is Kendall Bigley. Second place, Erica Belcher. Third place, Evie Luke. Fourth place, Hannah Williams. Fifth place, Isabel Hughes. Sixth place, Emma Stoll. Seventh place, Ashley Morgan. And in eighth place, Alyssa Gunther. Brian Levine spares up. And bring Dalton Green, trying to keep those strikes going. Kendall Bigley looks like she's going to go Brooklyn. She does, but it's a strike. That's a double for her. Dalton does. That's a handball to start his game. Ashley Morgan misses right. She leaves the 1-2-5-9. Dalton misses on that one, leaves the 1-2-7-10. Ashley just misses her spare. Dalton picks up the 2-7-10, but misses the head pin. Kendall goes Brooklyn again, leaves the 3-10. Brian Levine hits the pocket, but it leaves a flat 10. Kendall throws at her. 3-10, hits the 3. Doesn't get the 10. Brian Levine takes care of his 10 pin, putting him at 85, possibly 95 in the fifth frame. Oh, looked like it was going to be a strike for Kendall, but she leaves a 10 pin. As Brian Levine comes in high, leaving a 4. She converts. That puts her at 1 at 75, possible 85 in the fifth frame. Good shot there from Ashley. She leaves a 7. She just misses her 7. As Dalton 9 counts, leaves the 2 pin on 10. Just a fairly close match. Brian Levine had a 94 in the 5th. Dalton had him by 20 pins with a 114 in the 5th. Great ball there from Ashley. She strikes. Good ball from Kendall. She trips the 5 for a nice strike there. Dalton goes to the nose, leaving double wood. The 3-9. Kendall misses right, leaving the 1-2-9. Dalton lines up for his spare. Looks good. He takes care of that. He'll have 142, possible 152 in the 7th. Kendall converts. Brian Levine strikes. Very light for Brian there, leaving the 2-5. Ashley converts her spare. Ashley goes to the nose, gets away with a trip 7 though. Still has the 6-10 to shoot at. Spare conversion for Dalton. Kendall comes up to the right, leaving the 1, 2, 8, 9. Oh, Kendall just misses her pickup, misses the 8. As Dalton Green goes to the nose and leaves a very weird split, the 7, 9, 10. You don't see that very often. Kendall missing red again, leaving the 1, 2, 8. Dalton converts it. That's tough. That is tough to pick up. You just picked up the 7, 9, 10. That's impressive. Ashley converts for her 9th frame. Brian Levine goes for the nose, leaving the 3, 6, 10. Great shot from Ashley. She strikes for her first ball on the 10th. Brian goes to spare for his first ball on the 10th. He misses. That's going to put him at 178 for this game. So all Dalton needs to do is hit a pin. Dalton goes to the nose. Leaves the big 4. Doesn't matter though, he's already won it. Ashley misses that spare though. Gonna put her at 156. So Kendall needs to get a spare or a strike here. She goes Brooklyn for a flush Brooklyn strike. So Dalton Green wins his match 189 to Brian Levine's 178. So Dalton Green comes away with a 219 for game 4. Kendall strikes again. Double for her in the 10th frame. See if she can get one more. Close this out. She throws her ball. Looks good. Trips the 5. She strikes out in 10th. Finishes with a 180. Beating Ashley Morgan's 156. So Kendall Bigley comes away with a 210 for game 4, which may keep her in the lead. She had the lead by 2 pins over Erica Belcher. Looks like everybody's finished. All right, we will start game 5. We got Zachary Keene on lanes 9 and 10. I'm not sure who he's going against. He comes up a little high on his first shot, leaves the 4-7. The girls, I think we're going to have Isabel Hughes versus Alyssa Gunther. Zachary Keene's opponent is going to be Matthew Morgan. Zach King starts with a nice spare. Matthew Morgan goes to throw his first frame. Pulls it. Goes Brooklyn, but he still strikes. Alyssa Gunther misses left. She leaves quite a few pins. The 1, 3, 5, 8, 9, 10. Anyone just joining us? So we're in game 5 of 8 games of match play. These are our top 8 boys and top 8 girls from yesterday at Buffalo Lanes North. For each match play win, they get 30 bonus pins. Our top boy and top girl today will be our champions. After the match play, there is no step ladder finals. And we are on World 10 Pin Beijing, 35 feet. Isabel comes up to the right there, leaves the 1, 2, 10. Zachary Keene throws his second frame, and he crosses over, leaves the 3 pin. Isabel converts. It's a nice pickup. It's a confidence booster. Zachary Keene picks up his 3. Isabel crosses over, almost trips the 9, but the 9 stays. Zachary Keene goes to the nose there, leaves the 4, 7. Isabel spares. Alyssa Gunther will step up for her second frame. She goes high, Brooklyn. Leaves the 4, 7. She converts. Matthew Morgan goes for a turkey, and he gets it. Starts off his match with 3 in a row. Another great shot from Matt. That's a ham bone for him. Alyssa misses to the left, misses her spare. Zachary Keene steps up, and he made a ball change and strikes. Isabel crosses over, leaves the 3-10. Another great shot from Zachary Keene. He doubles up. Scores. I have scores. All right, starting with the boys. First place still, Cody McDaniel. Second place, Brian Levine. Third place, Matthew Hannon. Fourth place, Zachary Sharp. Fifth place, Zachary Keene. Sixth place, Brian McLeod. Seventh place, Matthew Morgan. And in eighth place, Dalton Green. Down there, girls, still in first, Kendall Bigley. Second place, Hannah Williams. Third place, Erica Belcher. Fourth place, Evie Loop. Fifth place, Isabel Hughes. Sixth place, Emma Stoll. Seventh place, Ashley Morgan. And in eighth place, Alyssa Gunther. Alyssa Gunther throws a nice Brooklyn strike there. As Matthew Morgan continues to strike. That is 6 in a row for him. Another nice Brooklyn strike for Alyssa Gunther. Hey, strike is a strike. Zachary Keene strikes. It's a turkey for him. He's trying to keep the pressure on Matt. Isabel comes up high, goes to the nose, leaves a 6-pin. Trips that 8. That's another strike for Zachary Keene. It's a ham bone for him. Beautiful. Matt Morgan does not look like he's going to slow up. That's 7 for him. As Isabel Hughes converts her spare. That puts Isabel at 87, possible 97 in the 5th. With Alyssa Gunther at 57, possible 87 in the 5th. Isabel strikes. It's Brooklyn. She doesn't like it, but strike still counts. Matt got a little left on that one. Comes up light. Leaves the 3-7-9. Alyssa goes Brooklyn again, but it's a strike. Hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. It's a turkey for her. Through the nose on that one, leaves the 2. Zachary goes high Brooklyn there, trips the 6 for a strike. That'll be 5 in a row for Zachary Keene. Isabel misses right, leaves the 1-2-4-8. Zachary Keene misses left, leaving the 1-3-9. Zachary misses his spare. So does Isabel Hughes. Well, it looked like it wasn't going to be a close match. It was actually a close match on 9 and 10 now. Zachary Keene taking a 188 into the 10th. Matt Morgan stepping up with a 203 in the 8th. Isabel goes light. Brooklyn leaves a 3-pin. Matt Morgan strikes in his 9th frame. Matt Morgan just needs a mark, and he will put this one away. He gets 6. Actually, I think all I needed was count. As Alyssa Gunter throws a nice strike on 7. He misses his spare. I don't think it matters, though. Matt Morgan's going to win that match. Yep, he shoots 231. Best Keene can do is 218. Alyssa Gunter's going to step up for her spare attempt. She's got the 137-910. Takes out the 139. She'll finish with a 152. And Isabel Hughes stepping up for her 9th frame. Oh, nope. She didn't finish. That was only her 9th frame. Alyssa Gunter has a 152 in the 9th. Over on 9 and 10, though, Matt Morgan defeats Zachary Keene 231 to 197. That'll put Matt Morgan at 261 for that game. Isabel leaves a 3-pin in her 9th frame. She pulls it, misses it. puts her at 151 in the ninth to Alyssa Gunther's 152 in the ninth. A 1 pin difference going into the 10th frame. Neither of them are coming off marks. Isabel throws her first in the 10th, and it's a beauty. Can't throw it any better than that. Throws another good ball. She doubles. Trying to put the pressure on. Looks like she pulled her last one. Goes Brooklyn. 8 counts. She'll finish with a 179. So Alyssa has to at least double. She has to double an 8 count to win, 7 count to tie. Goes to the nose. She 8 counts. Isabel Hughes will win this game. She misses her spare. Isabel Hughes wins that match 179 to Alyssa Gunther's 160. That'll put Isabel Hughes at a 209 for that game. No. Everybody's moving around. And we're going to go right into game 6. I think we have Kendall Bigley versus Evie Loop for our girls. And Brian McLeod versus Dalton Green on 9 and 10. Kendall goes a little high on her first ball, leaves the 4-7. Brian McLeod throws his down there as hard as he could, leaves a 4-pin. Amazing how fast he can get that ball down the lane. Kendall opens, takes out the 7 out of that 4-7. He takes care of his spare. Good shot from Evie, trips the 7, almost had the 7-10 standing. It's Dalton Green, who's a 7-pin over on lane 10. And she takes care of that 10-pin. Dalton Green takes care of his 7. Evie comes up very light on lane 8. Only leaves a 3-pin though. Evie spares. It's 2 spares in a row for her. Dalton steps up on lane 9. Comes in way right, leaves the 1-2-4. Brooklyn strike. Dalton spares. Good shot from Kendall there. A little high, leaves a 4-pin. Brian McLeod strikes, trips the 10 there. Head pin came all the way across the lane. A light hit for Evie as Brian McLeod strikes on lane 9. Well, we've got our scores. It's Starting with the boys, Cody McDaniel has taken a huge lead. He is plus 179 with all his 30 bonus pins. He hasn't lost a match. And 205 ahead of second place. Second place is Matthew Morgan. Third place, Brian Levine. Fourth place, Zachary Keene. Fifth place, Brian McLeod. Sixth place, Matthew Hannon. Seventh place, Zach Sharp. And eighth place, Dalton Green. For our girls, in first place is Kendall Bigley. She's got a pretty good lead, 77-pin lead over second place. Second place is Erica Belcher. Third place, Hannah Williams. Fourth place, Isabel Hughes. Fifth place, Evie Lute. Sixth place, Emma Stoll. Seventh place, Alyssa Gunther. And in eighth place, Ashley Morgan. Kendall comes up high again, leaves the 4-pin. As Dalton leaves a flat 10 over on 9. Oh, man. Pulled her spare shot. Dalton misses his as well. High Brooklyn there. Leaves the 6-10. Kendall covers that spare. Brian destroys the pins on lane 10. Light hit for Evie, leaving the 3-pin. Brian demolishes the pocket again on lane 9. It's all 10 in the pit. That's 4 in a row for him. Spare conversion for Evie. She'll walk over to lane 8. Ball seemed to stop hooking there on lane 8. Leaves the 1, 3, 6, 7. Dalton Green gets himself his first strike of the game. Dalton crosses over there, leaves the 1, 3, 6. Big strike for Kendall. Dalton misses his spare. Tough break for him. Kendall goes for the nose, gets away with an easy spare attempt, though, a 3-6. Brian looks to continue his strikes over on 10. He goes for the nose, leaving the 6-7. Nice light strike for Evie. That'll put Evie at 105, possible 125 in the 7th. Against Kendall's 105 in the 7th. Brian misses right on that shot, leaving a 1-2-8. Brooklyn strike for Evie. Nice pickup for Brian. Putting him at 144, possible 154 in the 7th. Through the nose for Kendall, leaving the 4-7. Dalton strikes. Kendall converts. Big strike for Evie. That's a turkey for her. Ooh, Dalton trips the 2-pin forward. He also has a double. Another strike for Evie for her first ball in the 10th. Brian misses a 10-pin on 10. He's got a pretty good lead. He's got a 162 in the 8. Dalton Green's coming off 2 strikes when he steps up for his 9th frame with a possible 172. Evie shoots her fill ball, and she doesn't convert this fair. She finishes with a 199, it looks like. Oh, 200. Kendall strikes in her first ball in the 10th. But Evie's already won it. Best she can do is 175. Another strike for Kendall. And Dalton misses left there. Leaves the 3-9. Kendall strikes again. Strikes out in the 10th for a 175. Evie wins that match, 200 to Kendall Bigley's 175, giving Evie Loop a 230 for that game. Dalton steps up for his first ball in the 10th frame. He strikes. Dalton still has a chance to win this game. He needs to strike out for 180. Ryan McLeod sitting at 172, possible 182. And he misses there. Leaves the 2-pin. That does it. Brian McLeod will win this match. The best Dalton can do now is 170. It's a strike for Brian. Trip 9 strike for Brian. And 7 count to close it out. That puts him at 209. Brian McLeod wins that. 209 to Dalton Green's 170 for a 239 for Brian McLeod. Two more frames finishing up here in game 6. Two more frames, two more lanes finishing up here in game 6. All right, everybody's mixing around. We'll get right into game 7 here. Out of 8 games of match play, the winners of each match play game gets 30 bonus pins, and our top boy and top girl will be our winners. Looks like we're going to have Emma Stoll facing off against Alyssa Gunther for our girls on 7 and 8. And boys, looks like Cody McDaniel versus Zachary Keene. Brooklyn for Alyssa on her first ball, even the 5-8. Light hit for Cody, leaves the 6-pin. Cody misses on his 6-pin attempt. Emma Stoll comes up a little light, leaving the 2-4-10. Zachary Keene starts off with a nice strike. Emma comes up light again, leaving the 2-4-10. Zach Keene strikes again. He starts off with a double. Emma almost picked it up. Took out the 2 and the 4. Couldn't get the 10. Alyssa crosses way over, leaving the 1-2. Oh, 2 tripped. Leaving the 1-9. Cody strikes on his second frame. No, he does not. He leaves a 7-pin. Nice pickup there for Alyssa. Nice pickup for Alyssa. Cody strikes on lane 9. It's his first strike of the game. All right. Here are our scores. No change at the top of the boys. Cody McDaniel still in first place, although his lead has been cut into a little bit. He's at plus 146 with Matt Morgan in second at plus 35. In third place, Brian McLeod. Fourth place, Zach Keene. Fifth place, Brian Levine. Sixth place, Zach Sharp. Seventh place, Matthew Hannon. And in eighth place, Dalton Green. In our girls division, the leader still Kendall Bigley. Second place, Hannah Williams. Third place, Evie Loop. Fourth place, Erica Belcher. Fifth place, Isabel Hughes. Sixth place, Emma Stoll. Seventh place, Ashley Morgan. And in eighth place, Alyssa Gunther. Zach Keene misses that spare altogether. He was on a turkey before that frame. That's going to put him in 81 in the fourth frame. A big strike there for Cody McDaniel. A double. Oh, Alyssa Gunther just misses that spare. The 3-pin just slid right in front of the 9. A light hit for Alyssa. She leaves the 3-5-6. As Cody looked like he was going to strike, but 10-pin still stands. Cody misses that spare. Puts him at 86 in the 5th to Zach Keen's 81 in the 4th. Emma Stoll strikes there, trips the 7-10. Nice strike for Emma Stoll there. Trips the 10 out. That's a turkey for her. Oh, Zach Keen misses the head pin on that spare attempt. Light hit for Alyssa. Leaves the 10-pin. Zach King comes into the right side again on that, leaving the 1-2-4. Oh, good shot from Melissa, but leaves a flat 10. That's a spare conversion for Zach. Big strike for Cody. As that match was Cody 86 in the 5th. Zach Keen had a 90 in the 5th. Zach spares in his 6th. As Cody strikes in the 6th. That's going to put them real close. Emma Stoll goes a little high there, leaves the 3-9. A high shot for Cody, but trips the 9 late. The 8, excuse me. And it just misses the double wood. Zakeen crosses over. There goes Brooklyn, leads the 5-10. Emma steps up for her shot on lane 7. She goes to the nose. Doesn't matter. They all fall down. She has a bewildered look on her face, but strike's a strike. Brooklyn strike for Alyssa Gunther. Light hit for Zach, leaving the 2-4-5. Another Brooklyn strike. Light hit for Cody, trips the 3-pin out. Or maybe that was a 6. He tripped a pin. Emma Stoll just misses that spare. That's going to put Emma at 136 in the ninth as she steps up for her 10th frame. Cody throws his 9th frame shot. Comes in high. Trips the 10, but still has the 6. She comes in to the right of the head pin there. 1, 2, 4, 10 still stand. Spare conversion there. She does not convert. She'll finish with a 145. And Alyssa Gunther steps up, coming off 2 strikes. She has a 137, possible 157 here. So a mark could put it away. She comes in a little heavy, leaves the 6-pin. Zakeen strikes in his 9th frame. That puts him at 135, possible 155 as he steps up for his 10th frame. Alyssa spares that. She'll have one more shot. Zach Keen goes for the nose there. That's going to do it for that match. As Cody already has a 175, possible 185 of the night. Zach can't shoot that. Alyssa Gunther wins her match. 165 to Emma Stoll's 145. Giving her a 195 for that game. And Zach Keen strikes on his fill ball. That gives him a 165. Looks like we're having some issues with the stream. Quality seems to be going down a little bit. See if I can fix that. Cody misses on his second ball in the 10th. Leaves the 1-3-7. Fires it down there. Doesn't pick it up. But that match was already over. It shoots a 204 for game 7 to Zach Keen's 165, giving Cody McDaniel a 234 for that game. We're waiting on one more pair to finish up before we get into game 8, our final game. Again, this is 8 games of match play. The top boy and top girl will be our winners today. Our winners will receive $200 in scholarship. Okay, so got standings after game 7. We're going into our last game here. We had to match people up for a position round. First place for the boys still is Cody McDaniel at plus 180. Second place is Matt Morgan at plus 7. Third place is Brian McLeod. All right, I'm back. So third place was Brian McLeod at negative 19. Fourth place, Brian Levine at negative 70. Fifth place, Zach Keene, negative 97. Sixth place, Dalton Green at negative 122. Seventh place, Zach Sharp, negative 161. Eighth place, Matthew Hannon at negative 213. For our girls, still in first place is Kendall Bigley at negative 79. Second place is Hannah Williams at negative 91. Third place, Isabel Hughes at negative 179. Fourth place, Erica Belcher, 161. Actually, those are switched, and I knew that, and I just said it anyways. Third place is Erica Belcher, and fourth place is Isabel Hughes. Fifth place is Evie Loop at negative 188. Sixth place, Emma Stoll at negative 278. And then tied at seventh and eighth is Ashley Morgan and Alyssa Gunther at negative 403. So we'll have our 1 and 2 girls on 7 and 8, Kendall Bigley and Hannah Williams. And then our 1 and 2 boys on 9 and 10, Cody McDaniel versus Matt Morgan. And Kendall Bigley leaves the 1, 2, 10, almost picks it up. One wraps right around the 10 there. Cody McDaniels buries the pocket on his and leaves the 8 pin. Cody takes care of his spare as Hannah Williams strikes for her first frame. Matt Morgan crosses over. He leaves a 5 pin. And Hannah Williams strikes again. She starts off with a double. Matt Morgan takes care of his 5. Kendall sticks a little bit, misses to the right, leaves the spaceship, a 1-5-8-9. Matt goes for the nose but trips the 4 for a strike. Cody strikes for his second frame. And Kendall Bigley comes back with a strike. Hannah crosses way over, leaves the 1-2-5. Cody comes up left on that one. Leaves the 1-3. She takes out the 2-5, misses the head pin. Cody spares up. Bringing Matt Morgan up for his third frame. Hannah misses left there. Gets a little pin action. Knocks over the 1-3. Still has the 6 pin to look at. So Matt Morgan leaves the 2-4. And Hannah misses her 6 pin. Matt Morgan misses his spare. Kendall. Looks like it hurt. Looks like her thumb got stuck a little bit. Cody strikes over on lane 10. Kendall spares up. Cody bounces the ball a little bit. Goes Brooklyn, leaves the 4 pin. Kendall pulls that one. Goes Brooklyn. Almost strips the 9 out. Right now, Kendall's at 56 in the 4th to Hannah's 64 in the 4th. Kendall just misses our 9 pin. Matt Morgan leaves a stone 8. Hannah Williams pulls her shot. Takes out the 6, 9, 10. Spares it though. Matt Morgan comes up light, trips the 3, 6, 7. Matt Morgan took his shoes off after that trip, 3, 6, 7 for a strike. He said, "I'm done." He was kidding, of course. He's going to continue to roll. Although, to win, Matt Morgan would have to beat Cody by 174 pins. Well, 144. And get the 30 extra bonus pins. Oh, Hannah chops her spare. Keeping Kendall in this. Kendall goes Brooklyn there, almost chips the 3. She'll have the 3 to shoot at. Kendall misses her 3-pin there. Tough. That puts her at 74 to Hannah's 80, 91 in the 6th. Kendall goes high. Brooklyn leaves the 3-pin again. Nice pickup for Cody there. Kendall misses the 3-pin again. Hannah strikes, big strike for her there. Hannah crosses over, trips the 4, leaves the 5-pin. High strike from Matt there, trips the 6. Hannah converts. Brings her to 121, possible 131 in the 8th frame. Kendall throws her eighth frame. Brooklyn strike for her. Trying to stay in this. Goes to the nose there, leaves the 6 pin. Seven pin for Cody. Kendall converts there. Giving her a 113, possible 123 in the ninth. Hannah misses left on her ninth frame shot, leaves the 1-3, 8-10. She does not convert. She actually had the 1-3, 8, 9, 10. Didn't see that sleeper back there. Hannah takes a 134 into the 10th frame. She will throw her first shot in the 10th right here. Hannah misses way left on that. Leaves the 1, 2, 3, 5, 10. She doesn't convert, leaves the 5 pin. That's going to put her at 143 for her final. And Kendall needs at least a strike here. She drops her ball again. That's going to do it, unfortunately. I think her thumb is pretty torn up. Kendall still needs to throw one more ball here. Oh, we had a kind of a problem in the score changing department. So Cody McDaniel is your champion today for the boys. And Hannah Williams is your champion for the girls. They'll each receive $200 in scholarship. While we wait, get a little correction here.
Yeah, the score was wrong in this one. I corrected it clearly because they would have ended the game. Can you make your last shot?
Kendall finishes in style, finishes with a strike.
They still want to know.
Well, no, they really did, but they had another bowler that had surgery last week, and he's not going to be able to do it. So James will have to come back
So we have to come in to fill in for him.
and try to fill
Every time. Everybody hold up, don't go anywhere. Stick around.
Hey guys, make sure you turn in your recap, please.
All right, we're just waiting around for them to announce the winners. Again, the winners are Cody McDaniel for your boys and Hannah Williams for your girls. They each win $200 in scholarship. Other than your winners, and for the boys, second place was Matt Morgan. Third place, Brian Levine. Fourth place, Brian McLeod. Fifth place, Dalton Green. Sixth place, Zachary Keene. Seventh place, Zach Sharp. And eighth place, Matthew Hannon. And other than your winner, Hannah Williams, for the girls, second place, Isabel Hughes. Third place, Kendall Bigley. Fourth place, Erica Belcher. Fifth place, Evie Loop. Sixth place, Emma Stoll. Seventh place, Alyssa Gunther. And in eighth place, Ashley Morgan. For the girls, Hannah Williams, Alyssa Gunther, and Ashley Morgan each got spots to nationals. You may see Brian Locke's head bouncing up and down there on the camera. All right, that does it. We're going to get out of here. Thanks, anybody and everybody that tuned in. That was our last Junior Gold qualifying tournament of the season. So the next time we will see you will be at Junior Gold Nationals. Be sure to check out the full standings. We'll have those up on the Junior Gold page. We'll have them up on Facebook, have the link up on Twitter as well. We'll see you again later this year. Thanks. Bye-bye.